for today's content to drop has been the most tedious thing I have done. And you know what? I'm not going to start this video complaining. I think I've complained enough for today. For those of you who were actually there when I was talking on Shiny Hunter's stream. Good morning and welcome to a sleep deprived child with hurting eyes playing Year 7 Chapter 12. I have not slept because there is no electricity. Look, I just feel so bad for my papa. He does all these nice things for me. Like, this room finally has a cooling system and I can't use it because there's no flipping electricity. And it makes me want to commit Cersei. Which means I want to see whoever my electrical company is, like, just... I don't know what happened in that episode where Cersei blew up the church. I don't remember. I never paid attention to. Anyway, I want to watch that. I want to smell and I want to drink a drink. I didn't even read the description. This chapter took so long to drop. I was just sitting here chatting with the people on the street. My eyes are red. Oh my god. Receive your new assignment. Let's just go. Why is this out? I don't have the patience to do the classes and the bugs better go away. I am actually very, very angry right now. I don't want to be more angry. Otherwise, I will not be able to enjoy the chapter. When I want to enjoy the chapter, this is going to be a new department. Although I wish I could have stayed at the creature department, and also my god, why will these not stay in my ears? I have a cooling system and now I have to use this. Can my mouse work? This wireless mouse is actually worthless. I need a simple wired mouse. I'm pretty sure there's one lying around the house somewhere. Oh my god, work! You've just missed the department's tea boy. He brews simply magical Darjeeling. Hope I get to see him. Are you here to help with the child that fell into the tote bag with an extension jam? That sounds like a whole disaster. I see you've made it to your new department. I don't like it. I wanted to stay in the creature department, but... Okay, oh, there's more. I was about to... Oh boy. Oh, my eyes hurt. I should have slept, but I couldn't sleep because there was no electricity. Okay. I'm not going to stop. The only thing I'm going to be ranting about this is not college. It's going to be electricity this time. Hi Ben, isn't this department just amazing? No, the creature department was better. Stop lying. I saw... Wow. Isn't that the same thing Hermione ended up doing but with a cat? Oh boy. I saw a woman with the face of a crab. Apparently she was testing polyjuice potion with crab hair. At least one of us is excited. I thought you were looking forward to visiting the department, Ben. You mentioned it when we gathered in the circle of Khanda last. Something tells me we won't be visiting the Obliviator headquarters or the Accidental Magical Reversal Squad. That's a lot of keywords. Please use abbreviations. Someone commented on the last story chapter, maybe it was at some story chapter, that the Ministry of Magic really needs abbreviations, and I kind of agree with that. You probably end up stuck with the tedious tasks from Muggleverse Excuses Committee. I mean, I'm hoping for the best. Well, I'm hoping for the best. It would be nice to have a task with the Accidental Magic Reversal Squad. I hope you're right for both our sakes. The Muggle Excuse Committee won't be a bad thing, to be honest. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough what division we'll be visiting. I'm sure it'll be an interesting experience regardless of where our task takes us. This is an amazing opportunity we've been granted, Ben. You should start looking at it like that. You're right, Sai. Sometimes I'm too cynical. I'll try to be more open to whatever task is given to us. You'll be fine. Brilliant. Speaking of tasks, shouldn't the department head have met us by now? Who is the department head? Unfortunately, she had to rush out to deal with an emergency magical accident. I'll be covering for her while she's out. Fair enough. Mr. Moody, don't you have aura duties or something? Indeed, which is why I'll be giving you and Mr. Copper a low-level task as the first assignment in the Muggleverse Excuses Committee. I was going to send you to interview Carrick Ollivander, but you prefer... We'll interview Mr. Ollivander, okay, but why though? That's what I thought. Listen and pay attention, I'm going to give you your assignment briefing, okay? I rant a lot. It's kind of a thing on this channel. I rant about the most random crap. And most of the time that random crap just winds up including Rakepick in some way. And I've already spoken random crap by just mentioning her. Because I know how you people feel about Rakepick, and then there's me. Little obsessed child with redhead people. I just generally like redheads, okay? I haven't seen Mr. Ollivander in a while. I mean, I don't think any of us have seen him since year 1, except for MC, because we got our wand broken. And to this day, I find it a mystery. Who paid for the wand? Who paid? Like, I remember very well back when that chapter came out where Rakepick took us to Ollivanders to get a new wand. I said I would pay for it, but 2 years later, I kind of like the idea of her paying for the wand because she broke it and she should pay for it. It doesn't matter if MC has the money for it or not. You broke my wand, so you pay for it. I don't know, man. It's just such a funny thing to me. The worst part of not having a fan on is the fact that there are bugs everywhere. I don't know why my computer harbors so many bugs. I don't mean the bugs inside the computer, I mean literal insects. Examine a wand that backfired at Ollivander's shop, okay? Just to make sure I understand, Ben and I are visiting Mr. Ollivander at his shop to get a statement because the wand backfired. And you will be examining the wand. Do I know how to? How is this related to the Department of Magical Accidents and... Use abbreviations. Oh my god. I can always give you the... This man is a straight up bully. I don't like him. No need, Mad Eye. Ben and I will go to the Diagon Alley right away. We just asked how it relates. And this man refuses to answer. Sus! I know, disclaimer, I'm not actually sus of Mad Eye Moody. I know he's fine. I just like pointing it out because VG Adoptee has always said that Brandon, aka the VG Adoptee, has always said that Moody is sus, and well, I don't believe Moody is sus. It's just funny to me that Moody could be sus. Yes, we appreciate the opportunity to learn more about this how this department is run. Excellent, you'll report back to me once you're done. And don't forget, Sai, tell me if you see anything additionally suspicious or out of the ordinary. I haven't forgotten, Mad Eye. You'll be the first to know if I see anything out of the ordinary. That is a complete lie. Jacob will be the first to know if I see anything out of the ordinary. And then you. Anything out of the ordinary? Should we be expecting something strange to happen? I think we're always expecting something strange to happen. Oh my god, my eyes. I can't see very well. There's always something strange happening in the Wizarding world, yeah. Right, let's return to Ollivander's shop then. It's time to investigate the case of the misfiring wand. I don't even know what this chapter is named. Hold on, can I see that? Will it stop the recording? I'm not taking the risk. You can talk now, but be quick, I have an appointment, okay? You know when you have a very bad week and then these little things happen by the end of the week that make you even more angry? That's how it's basically happening. College has, in general, has just giving me a hard time. And I've not been having a good week. I've been getting sick a lot. Too much, actually. I've been getting sick way too much this year. And then these little things happen that there's no electricity, there's too much of spending, there's no electricity, just small things, they just making me angry. Thank you for agreeing to talk to us, Mr. Ollivander. We had to discuss that wand incident you reported. Wand incident? You reported it to the Ministry of Magic a few hours ago, Mr. Ollivander. As part of our school assignment, Ben and I are doing some tasks for the Magical Accidents Department. Free child labor. Okay, no, I take that back. That's not a joke. Technically, MC and company are adults anyway because they're all 17 at this point. How wonderful, Miss Silvers. That's good to hear. So about the wand misfiring. Oh yes, the wand misfiring. Did it misfire a memory charm or something? What's happening? We're just going to ask a few questions, Mr. Ollivander. It shouldn't take long. Okay, maybe I think the wand backfired like a memory charm or something. Let's see, it happened this morning. Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, I think a memory charm misfired. I want to miss how many wands Mr. Ollivander has made. You reported the incident just a few hours ago, Mr. Oliver. Yeah, I think it was a memory misfire. So he doesn't remember very well. Exam the wand. My memory has been terrible lately. I mean, he could just be old. But I doubt it. Because, I mean, Harry still needs to come. And the whole plot of Harry Potter needs to happen. And Ollivander was fine for all that. I'm sorry, but I just can't seem to remember anything about a wand misfiring. Interesting.
Huh?
You think Mr. Ollivander's memory problem is due to the wand misfiring? I mean, it could be. I know there's not enough evidence is the correct answer, but I would say it could be because Sarahi do be baby. It could be because of the wand misfiring, especially since we can't figure out what happened exactly. Seems the most likely explanation. Yeah. We traced the last spell Reg Catermoon's wand cast to determine the curse on the windows at the ministry. Maybe we could do the same here. Mr. Ollivander, could we see the wand that misfired? The wand? Oh my god, everything itchy. The one that misfired, Mr. Ollivander.
Huh?
I know you're having trouble remembering, but if you could just concentrate for a moment. This is just basically people telling ADHD people to concentrate for a moment. It's kind of mean. Unfortunately, I was just about to step out of the shop for a moment. Zenith Xeep. Oh no! I know who this is. I saw her in the data mine. I don't want to meet her. No, this is just Hogwarts Mystery version of Umbridge. I promise this is going to be Hogwarts Mystery version of Umbridge. I know we already have Umbridge in Hogwarts Mystery, but I don't know. There's something about Zenith Xeep makes everything worse. She just looks so bad. No, I'm not saying in look. In look, she actually looks pretty funny. She's got an okay design, but she just looks so bad. I don't want to meet her. Zenith Xeep is holding a meet and greet at the Leaky Cauldron. Zenith Xeep? Who is that? Only the most renowned opera diva in the Wizarding world. I've been following her career since I was a lad. Okay, I didn't know the Wizarding world had opera. Her parents, Radian and Octavia, were also opera stars, but now she's branching out to new ventures. Respectable. She's launching a beauty and lifestyle business called Xeep. Xeep. Xeep, 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 Xeep. Xeep, Xeep. Okay. Surely it won't take long to find the wand. I'm afraid I couldn't possibly be late. I have been waiting for months to meet Madam Xeep. We must see that wand, Mr. Ollivander. We can't leave without examining it. Sorry, Mr. Copper, but you and Miss Silvers will just have to wait. I promise I'll show you the malfunctioning wand after the meet and greet. Wait, if he doesn't even remember the wand misfired, how is he going to remember what wand? Never mind, why am I asking questions? Alright, well, what if we went with you, Mr. Ollivander? We actually get to see the Leaky Cauldron now, and that I'm excited for. If you remember more about the incident, then Ben and I can note it down. Or you'll simply love meeting Madam Xeep. The only people I'm comfortable calling Madam Pomfrey, Madam Rakepick, Madam Inkwell. That's it. Madam Xeep just sounds so wrong to me. And Madam Umbridge also sounded so wrong to me. Maybe that's just because I'm so used to Madam Rakepick that no one else with the title Madam is really just... I don't know. Come along, we haven't a moment to spare if we want to be on time with Zenith Xeep meet and greet. Meet and greets in general are kind of strange. Leaky Cauldron, guys, this is the first time we'll get to see the Leaky Cauldron. Which is strange, you should have seen this back in year 5, but hey. Huh. Oh, this is the Leaky Cauldron. Okay, I was trying to remember it from the movies. This is okay. That's Xeep, by the way. Looking at her makes me even more disgusted. I'm disgusted because her animations look like a cross between Rakepick and the student animations. That is so wrong. I don't like her. If I'd known there was an event today, I would have gone somewhere else to tea. This is basically Mandanga's Fletcher. Or maybe someone else, I don't know. I always feel very insulted whenever I see any other like adult character with Rakepick's animations. It's just so insulting. It's so bad. Why are you here? My god, this man is actually God. Bilton Bimes. I've realized I've been saying his name wrong the whole time. He's God. I've never heard of Madam Xeep, but I love free samples. I mean, everybody does. I'm hungry. I want food. I've been a fan of Madam Xeep for quite some time now. I mean, okay, she has a good reputation. In my defense, so did Rakepick. Then how did that turn out? Not good. In this game, at least. I've been rewriting her whole character from top down. I should start telling you people as much as I tell Brandon. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm so disgusted. I don't like this woman. This is a red flag. Like Rakepick did not give me as many red flags as this one is giving me. I don't know, Rakepick was normal to me, but this is what gives me red flags. I don't know how my brain works. I've never really looked around the Leaky Cauldron before. There's so many people here. The Leaky Cauldron is one of the most famous Wizarding World establishments, you know. I might have to come more often then. Please, I hope it's open from now on. This is actually really nice. She looks so terrible. I don't like her. Ah! Even her hair is like a rip-off of Rakepick's. I don't like her. I don't like her. Can we please have Rakepick back? I would like the redhead devil back. Yes, she might be the devil, but I still like her. Why, if it isn't Sarahi Silvers, the hero of Hogwarts? This is show to add excitement to my article. Of course she's here, but Rita Skeeter is honestly just par for the course. It's an event for a celebrity. I'm surprised Rita Skeeter never bothered Rakepick. And you guys know me, this is just gonna turn into another rant about Rakepick because I like her. Don't cancel me, please. I'm just a fan who likes redhead ladies. Sarahi Silvers? Oh my. No, at first when I saw Zenith Xeep's model, I thought she was a complete ripoff of my Adelaide Inkwell, but then I realized there's a complete difference in personality given by the full face of makeup alone. The only thing that's similar between Adelaide and Zenith Xeep is the fact that they have pale blonde hair, which is about all there is to it. Nothing else is similar, so it's not a ripoff, but I thought it was at first. Yes, hi, I exist. Rita Skeeter, I should have known you would be here. It's an event! It's par for the course at this point. It's only natural I'm here. I've been covering Madam Xeep's illustrious career for quite a while now. The question is, what are you doing here? Just existing? I don't like how this woman looks at me. I don't like her. I don't like her. I would like Rakepick back. Please. She freaks me out. This woman freaks me out. Can I have Rakepick back? Like, Rakepick did not creep me out. I would like her back, please. I would like her back, please. My computer hates this woman. My internet hates this woman. Please. Can I have Rakepick back, please? This is just the tip of the iceberg. This woman is going to make me so uncomfortable. I was comfortable with Rakepick from day freaking one. While the rest of the community, the fandom, was throwing red flags immediately. I was like, oh. Redhead mom. Why is nothing working? We're here as a part of a school project with the nature magic. We shouldn't be staying long. And that's all we'll say on the matter. Shut up, Rita. I see. Ahem. Rita Sweetling, I do believe you've forgotten to introduce me. You have a mouth of your own, man! How rude of me. This is Sarahi Silvers. Hello, you must be... Madam Xeep, your performance in the magical flute of... The magic flute as the Queen of the Night was just inspiring. I mean, I do like opera type songs. They're actually pretty good. I have never heard any of her, so I can't judge her material. I just don't like the way she looks because she's creepy and she makes me uncomfortable. If she can prove me otherwise that she's a nice lady, maybe I'll feel differently. But right now, I don't like her. And I think this is how people felt about Rakepick when she showed up. I know, Sweetling. Though the coloratura soprano was hardly a challenge for someone such as myself. Nope, I don't like her. I think it's just a question of hair. I like redhead people. Rakepick was the same way, cocky as freak. And I was fine with that. As much as I'd love to talk about my opera career, today is about my newest business venture. Mr. Ollivander mentioned a beauty and lifestyle business. Creatively titled Xeep. Are you holding this meet and greet for a new product, Madam Xeep? That's so wrong. Indeed, I am sweetling. I may be known for my voice, but my beauty is unparalleled. Absolute lie, complete lie. Rakepick is prettier than you and I stand my ground. Ow. I don't often do this, but why don't I personally tell you about Xeep's luscious lock solution? Why me though? I'd like to see what the younger generation thinks of my product. It should appeal to all ages after all. Not sure we have time for that. Ben and I have an assignment from the Ministry of Magic. You know, we go to school and things. We are children. You don't have time to talk about hair products. I need hair products, guys. Literally, look at my head. Look at my head. I should not be having white hair at my age. I just pulled out one earlier today. It was like this big, thick white hair. I should not be having white hair at my age. What is happening to me? Also, I'm losing all my hair. You insult Madam Xeep. If you continue to do so, I won't be helping you with your assignment. Need to examine that wand, Mr. Ollivander. This is one of those places where Ben's intensity might actually be of use. Looks like you have no choice if you want to examine that wand. Fine, tell me about hair care products. Will it get rid of my dandruff? Alright, Madam Xeep, Ben and I would love to hear more about a luscious lock solution. It better get rid of my dandruff. I don't think I'm giving. Nah, Sarahi is not having hair dandruff problem. The dandruff problem is mind blown. I will not make my child suffer that way. My child suffers enough as is. Okay, at least he has some different animations. Thank you for not piggybacking on Rakepick's. Just it would have made me cry. I swear to God, I miss Rakepick. Oh my God. You still sing in operas, Madam Xeep? Not to say I miss Rakepick's character. She was just so horribly developed by Jam City. I just miss looking at her. Which is why I love watching the underwater confrontation in the memory book. It's just so funny to me to watch her get defeated. All hair types are ultra silky. Yeah, I know. I need hair. I need something for my dandruff. I don't need for silky hair. I have silky hair. My hair is way too soft. That's the problem. The fact that my hair is soft is the reason I didn't cut it for many years, and for a long time I had very long hair. It just went down a lot, and I only cut it short this year because, like, just before I started using face cam, because I didn't want any. I just wanted to be able to handle my hair for myself. At this age, I shouldn't be asking my mother to do my hair. Basically, I wanted to handle it myself, so I just thought I'm gonna hack off half of it. I'm gonna have some manageable hair. I don't need long hair. Can't believe it does. I mean, what did you expect, dude? Almost a week now. Products take a long time to. Never mind. No product has ever worked on me. What am I talking about? I mean, that's how it's called the luscious lock solution. So no kidding. I kept myself from swearing. Something about this woman just pisses me off. Oh my God, I don't like her. I didn't take her as a fan of Madam Xeep. I simply love her work. I mean, I'm suppose the singing thing must be nice. Hydrating skincare routine. No, I think I'll stick to Mama Earth. It's actually good. Oh blast! I thought this was about security locks, not hair locks. Why did you need something about security locks? All I want you to do is a nice cup of tea. I think you could still have the nice cup of tea. Something about Zenith Xeep seems off. It is so off. I don't like her. Which is strange considering she seems much nicer than Rakepick. But nah, I still prefer that redhead devil. Actually, I have no idea why I made Adelaide a blonde. It just suits her. The pale blonde just suited Adelaide. I still love Adelaide. Adelaide's still gonna be that sweetheart mom. I know Pride Month is over, but I still find it very funny that I accidentally gave Rakepick and Adelaide shipping energy. If not on YouTube, if you guys don't see it on my community post, then it's mostly just a one-person thing. a couple, just one or two friends must have told me on Tumblr that they just have so much shipping energy. And they have, and one friend rightfully just named it patented. It was so funny to me. Oh, okay, I understand why she's just being so like this with her explanation. She's an opera singer. Opera singers are used to being very showy, right? And that's not an insult, that's just a thing that opera singers, they have a lot of hand gestures, they're just used to being very showy. So I suppose that justifies why she's like, oh, I'm already beginning to sweat, which means I'm undoubtedly going to get sick again this week. So you're selling a hair solution that also works for skincare. I don't think there's a product that does that, but okay, this is the Wizarding World where I'm asking questions. That's it, Sai Silvers, it's a miracle product. Do you use it? It's a product designed to be a full hair care regimen. All-in-one solution to all your hair woes. Dandruff! Right, and who exactly proved any of that? Various medical professionals, Sweetling, you wouldn't know their names. Yeah, this is a scam product, by the way. And they say it really does all things. Of course it does. I've been using Xeep's Luscious Lock solution all week. I used them before we left. Take a look, Miss Silvers. Don't you think my hair looks better? Looks the same to me. I'll be nice. I'll say it looks great. We need to kiss this man's ass, otherwise he won't show us the wand. It looks great, Mr. Ollivander. Very shiny. Thank you. I enjoy wearing my hair long, so I must take good care of it. That's long? That's long? Read our Sweetling. Make sure everyone who reads this article knows that it's endorsed by the hero of Hogwarts. Oh. This brings me to a joke I told Brandon, I think a few months ago. I told them that, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but in year 7, Sarahi has to live with Rakepick. Like under the same roof, along with Adelaide and Olivia Green and Jacob. They all stay in the same house for a while. 2 months to be exact. And there's just this one point where Sarahi's like asking Rakepick, like, did people try to, get you to say nice things, endorse things? And Rakepick answered, caught up to you too, huh? It's just so funny to me. I have a plot for year 7 already set up, okay, don't judge me. I so badly want to make Rakepick better. Of course, Madam Xeep, my quick quotes quill has already noted it down. Mr. Ollivander, now that you've met Madam Xeep, can you please get that wand so I can get out of here? This woman makes me very uncomfortable. Can we go back to your shop and examine the wand that was fired? The fact that it keeps cutting to her makes me so sure that she's sus. She's so sus. Call an emergency meeting. Vote her out. We're lucky to be spending time with the Ministry of Magic and we don't want to return without a full report. Well, I suppose so, but I still don't know what wand you're talking about. Oh, Sarahi, before you go. Yes, Madam Xeep, do you need anything? Not right now, Sweetling. Just wanted to give you a sample of... Okay. A sample thing. I'm sure you should give it a try. I'm sure you'll be surprised by the results. Maybe even enlightened. Huh. Okay. Hey, free hair care. I mean... May help. Will it help my dandruff though? Because I've used like a million products through the years and nothing works on me. Thank you, Madam Xeep. I appreciate the thoughtfulness. Think nothing of it, Sweetling. Sarai, I think it's time we got back to Ollivander shop. Believe me, I'm trying to leave. You're right, Ben. We should go back and examine that wand. But I was expecting a full report and this woman makes me uncomfortable. Can we go, please? Someone just make a joke in the comments about how much of this video is just going to be me ranting about Rakepick. Again! It literally won't be an akemistormborn video without me ranting about Rakepick for an unspecified amount of time. I get mad at myself for doing it, but I know I'm not going to stop because I just like ranting. That's what this channel is all about. Ranting. Doing complete nonsense on Hogwarts mystery. Because this game is oftentimes nonsense. I wouldn't be this pushy on Rakepick if the game didn't treat her like she was garbage. Oh my god, no, we're not doing this again. Give me the wand. We've been over this already. You reported it to the magical accidents and catastrophes department. It was funny at first, it's stupid now. Of course, now I remember. Are you feeling alright, Mr. Lavender? You've been acting strange since when I arrived earlier. I'm just a little tired is all. No, you're sus. Now where did I put that wand? It must be around here somewhere. Ben and I will help you find the wand, Mr. Ollivander. Go away! Go away! The bugs need to go away. I wonder if I can still join Shiny Hunter's stream on time. I want to see other people talking. I'm bored. None of these boxes have been touched in some time. They're covered in dust. Okay, I mean not everyone gets its owner immediately, so some of those ones are just existing. I slapped my legs and there were no... Oh, no, my legs hurt. We'll check over here, Slime. Yeah, thank you, do that. From the word yet? Perhaps I wrote down what I did with it. I won't throw away a wand that misfired. Okay, good. Let me see thousands of wands here. I hope we find the right one. Only I could remember the wand core. Mr. Ollivander has been terrible. I mean, wand misfire. Let's just move along. I'm kind of bored. But at least this is more interesting than the typical Quidditch chapter or side quest. Oh my god, that's not a word, that's a sausage. That is not a word. That is a whole sausage. That's so gigantic. Who can hold that comfortably? Hagrid? Is this the one that misfired, Mr. Ollivander? It was hidden over here. Let me take a look. That is so huge. Well, how peculiar. Have you found anything? This wand is fake. A fake? How do you know? I would recognize any wand that's been crafted by this shop. Wand makers have very specific styles. This wand was made by another hand, a convincing fake to the untrained eye. But you did have a wand similar to it? That's correct. It appears to be gone now. I should have noticed this was fake earlier. But I have had such a hard time focusing lately, I didn't even think to examine it. That must be why it misfired, because it's a fake. Mr. Ollivander, you've been unfocused and forgetful all day. Do you know when that started happening? Was it when the wand backfired? No, I believe it started last week. Interesting. Do you remember if anyone else was in the shop with you when the wand misfired? I can't seem to recall anyone, no. We could check my ledger though, I keep all my appointments written in there. The only other person who came in today besides you two was Madame Villanelle. So Madame Villanelle could be the thief. Absolutely not. Madame Villanelle is no thief, Ben. She wouldn't do something like this. Maybe she would, maybe she wouldn't. Shut up. Nope. I've known Madame Villanelle since she purchased her first wand here. She would never steal. I've learned that people often aren't what they seem. There's no harm in asking her about what she remembers from this morning. Maybe it'll turn up a new clue or prove Madame Villanelle's innocence. Or her guilt. Innocence. This is very troubling and mysterious indeed. I agree, Mr. Ollivander, it is quite troubling. Let's set a flash of blood stamp to question Madame Villanelle. Seems our simple case has turned into a mystery. Hogwarts mystery. Another part. Now it's time to find out who stole the wand and why. Oh. I'm very sleepy. Hi Talbot. Don't tell anyone I'm here. I'm just trying to read this book about Mockingbird and Penny keeps interrupting me. Okay, I won't say anything. Hi Dialab. Ever seen a book on inventions in here? I'm trying to level up my pranking skills. I don't... Oh, Douglas Fletcher is here. Popped in to visit Villanelle and ask her a question, but she's been acting strange. Huh? What is Molly Weasley doing? Nah, legit what she's doing. Hello, Madame Villanelle. Hello, Miss Silvers and Mr. Copper. Do you wish to speak about something? Brendan and I were hoping to ask about what happened at Mr. Ollivander's shop earlier. I'm afraid you must be confused. I haven't been to... Not sus, but confusing. I haven't been to Mr. Ollivander's shop in weeks. Your name was written down in his ledger, Madame Villanelle. A wand misfired at Mr. Ollivander's shop and he reported the accident to the Ministry of Magic. We're investigating as part of our assignment with the Magical Accidents and Catastrophes Department. Oh yes, the wand that misfired. How could I forget? Anything you can tell us about the incident would be useful, Madam Villanelle. Of course, I'll try to recall the wand incident. Huh. This is confusing. Mrs. Weasley looks like she needs to sleep. Like me. Just sleep. Madam Villanelle is usually meticulous about serving, but this case is a mess. This entire case is. Seems that Madam Villanelle would forget something that just happened. Yeah. Ooh. Jeez, I'm bored. But I feel like Dennis is up to no good. Where is Dennis? Did you lose him again? I'm writing a poem. What rhymes with flying? Sighing? You write your poems. I'm not a poet, but I'll just mess up. The backfiring one probably affected Villanelle too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have forgotten. Oh, Madam Villanelle starts feeling better soon. Okay, I have to say this. I've known this from the end of year 6. Mandanja's nature caring about Madam Villanelle is actually very cute. He has a crush and it's kind of cute. So you were testing out a new wand when it misfired. Is that correct, Madam Villanelle? That's what I seem to recall, though my memory of the incident is a bit hazy. The misfiring wand probably affected her too. I've been quite forgetful this past week. Maybe the long hours have been working lately. Thankfully, I've been able to unwind with a bath and hair treatment every night. What kind of hair treatment have you been doing, Madam Villanelle? I've been using Xeep's Luscious Lock solution for the last week. The lavender smell is very soothing. I see. Well, thank you for talking to us. Of course, if you'll excuse me, there's some organizing I have to do. Okay. Madam Villanelle has been using Xeep's Luscious Lock solution, experiencing memory problems. And so has Mr. Ollivander. I don't think a hair solution can cause memory problems. It's a hair solution. It doesn't go into your brain. It doesn't addle your brain. I mean, this is magic why I'm asking questions. Is it possible that Xeep's Luscious Lock solution is causing memory loss? It's either that or a big coincidence. I think it's a big coincidence, but MC is a moron. I don't think it's a coincidence, Ben. After all, someone stole a wand from Mr. Ollivander. And I think you and Mr. Ollivander were right. It wasn't Madam Villanelle. Seems to me that whoever stole the wand is likely the same person who is making the shopkeepers forget. But the question is, who would do this? R. It's likely a group of dark witches and witches. Seems like a lot of work for just one person. That is true. Except why would Madam Xeep want to make shopkeepers forget? She's just an opera diva. Like I said before, people often aren't who they appear to be. One thing is for certain though. What's that, Ben? The simple information gathering assignment has just escalated into a magical catastrophe. You're right, and it's up to us to figure out why someone wants the shopkeepers or dark on alley to forget. What now? Wait, that's the end of the chapter. Hold up, really? Well, that was short. But I guess we're done for today. I think the electricity should be back by now. I don't know. I really hope it is so I don't have to sweat while editing. And that's it. Zenith Xeep? I don't like her. I don't like Zenith Xeep. She makes me uncomfortable. Feel free to make jokes about everything I do in this video. The fact that I'm just angry in general. These past few weeks, when have I not been angry? I'm just like the electricity. My anger does not, but my anger needs to go. I shouldn't be so angry all the time. I just am for some reason. I don't know. I try to deal with it. I'm not so angry while recording though, because I actually like recording. So that's it. I don't like Zenith Xeep. I think she's sus and she needs to be voted out. She's very sus. She's the imposter. I don't like her. I doubt she's an R member, but she's still sus. I don't think the Luscious Lock solution is actually causing any memory problems because, truth be told, I would like to have Sarahi use it. Maybe it will help with the hair. I don't know. But I don't think it's causing any problems. That's the end of the chapter. And instead of ranting for another 10 minutes like I normally do, I will just say bye and I have a nice day because I don't know how to do outros. So, bye-bye. Have a nice day. Love you guys. Don't be angry like me.